Hey, happy Friday. Welcome to Thrive Time. Thrive Time is starting to be one of my favorite things. I always look forward to Friday now to be able to do Thrive Time with you guys. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself. As people are coming in, I'll reintroduce myself again. So people who meeting me for the first time know who I am and what I do. My name is Grace. I am the CEO of smilebiz LLC. It's a personal development company where I teach high performer women how to live a balanced lifestyle so they can be able to have a life of peace, prestige, purpose, and prosperity. I'm also a transformational coach, life strategist. That's what I am, a life strategist. I'm also a speaker and a published author. By profession, I am a board certified psychiatric nurse practitioner. I do work in private practice. I treat and diagnose mental health illnesses and substance use disorders as well. So that's a little bit about me. In a nutshell, I'll introduce myself again as people are coming in, as you're coming in. Say what's up, say hi, so I can shout you guys out. Happy Friday. Welcome to Thrive Time. So I actually want to also talk about the services that I offer. As I said, I am the CEO of smilebiz LLC. It is a personal development company. So I do offer a 12-month coaching program. It's called Woman Arise Academy. That's my baby. It's called Woman Arise Academy. It's actually a five-figure investment where you have access to online curriculum plus a bi-weekly group coaching calls that will help you thrive in your career and business. Also build generational, hey girl, yes, Thrive Time. Tab is Thrive Time. To build generational legacy, also create positive cash flow to be able to live the life that you desire. Life is not just about work, right? We really want to be able to create a life that we don't need a vacation from. Okay. We don't want a vacation from. So that's what I do. I do know that not everybody can invest at that higher level, right? Just yet. So I'm also offering this exclusive event. It is a workshop called the Live to Thrive workshop where I'm going to teach my signature action-based framework, right? This framework is going to help you be able to thrive not only in your career or your business, but also in your personal life with ease, okay? With ease. You get access to my signature motivation booster assessment, which will help you assess your level of motivation, right? You want to know where you are, you'll learn your limitations and unlock strategies to be able to help you meet your goals right away. So many people, they want to go out and do these goals, right? And listen, I clap for that all day, every day, but it's definitely hard for you to be able to reach your goals if you don't know where you are. So this motivation booster assessment is going to help you get to that place, right? Then also includes a curriculum plus an official signature course book, and also includes a custom tailored action plan that's tailored specifically to your needs, right? Your needs, so you can immediately be able to thrive in your career, your business, and your personal life. Plus includes 3 additional bonuses. So listen, this workshop is valued over 4K, point blank period, right? But you're going to get access to all these things for only $397. So the investment is $397. Honestly, is the best offer. It's really the best offer because at the end of the day, you're winging it. Sis, right now you are winging it. You're all over the place. You have no clarity. And this is why you're not getting the results that you want, right? So it's best to jump on this offer because this is the best offer you're going to get. Because if I decide to host this again, decide to get this offer again, believe it at my mouth today, April 30th, at my mouth, the price is going to go up. The price is going to go up. So go ahead and jump on this offer today. So let's go ahead and get started in what we came for. This is Thrive Time. So Thrive Time, actually, God gave me the idea. I'm just sitting down one day and it popped in my head. It popped in my spirit to do the Thrive Time. So in my business, hey girl, what's up, Danielle? In my business, and also as I said, I work in private practice. So I see a lot of women who struggle. They struggle living a balanced lifestyle. Okay, point blank period. And this thing is what it stifles them to grow in their career, stifles them to grow in their business, and it stifles them in their personal life. So I saw where women were struggling in this area. So I created Thrive Time because I really want a space where we can be able to be authentic, be our authentic self. I wanted to create a space where we can truly be honest with where we are. Once we're honest where we are, then we can know where we want to go. Then we get the necessary tools to get there. So this is why I created Thrive Time. That's basically it. This is the reason why I created Thrive Time, to kind of help you guys with that. So last three topics, we talked about the first slide. We talked about mindset, right? We said mindset. How can your mindset hold you back in your professional and personal life, right? Then we talked about self-discovery and how it impacts your daily life. Listen, if you don't know who you are, you don't know your identity, you're not going to know your purpose. And when you don't know your purpose, you have no direction in life. You have nothing to meet. You have no goals to meet. So it's important that your mindset is right? It's important that you're in the right headspace, and it's important that you know who you are. Okay. Then last week, we talked about the silent killer of stress. Look, I'm still feeling that live that we did last week, right? The silent killer of stress. People don't really understand how stress can really impact how you operate in your personal and your professional life. So I broke down the ways that stress can impact you and how it stifles you from truly thriving. If you missed that live, the replay is still on my business page. I recommend you go watch that. Okay, go and watch that. So this week we're going to talk about prioritization. Right, we're going to talk about prioritizing, the mistakes people often make with prioritizing. When it comes to prioritizing, I see this all the time. I see it all the time. People really think they know what prioritization is, right? We have what we think, right, in our head, what we think prioritization is and what we think we're doing versus what we're actually doing. So I wanted to break down the facts about prioritization. I really wanted to give you guys the receipts about prioritization, not what you think, but what it actually is, right? So prioritization, first thing about prioritization, right, it gives you a starting point. All right, prioritization actually gives you a starting point, right? And the benefits of it gives you a direction that actually leads to results when you're able to prioritize, right? It gives you a direction that actually leads to result. When you don't have direction, you don't have an aim. Point blank, period. You don't have an aim. So when you're not able to prioritize, then you don't have a starting point. You have to start somewhere. So that's what prioritization does. It gives you a starting point, and then it gives you direction that leads to results. Okay. Then prioritization also allows you to have a system and an order of things. A lot of us out here winging it. We ain't got no system. We don't got no order to things. We just doing whatever, and then we expect to get results. How? Where they do that at? So develop a system. So prioritization actually gives you an opportunity to develop a system and an order. And the benefits is it keeps you organized. It keeps you organized. And that's how you get immediate results. At the end of the day, we want results. We're tired of doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That's called insanity. If ain't nobody ever told you before, it's called insanity. So we want results. Okay, so you develop a system in order to things where you're able to prioritize, and the benefits of that, it keeps you organized. And when you're organized, you're able to get immediate results. All right. Then another fact about prioritization, what it does, it maximizes your time wisely. A lot of people do have poor time management. We sit up here and say, like, man, I wish I had more than 24 hours in a day. Why do you need more than 24 hours a day? Utilize the time that you got. Utilize the time that you got. You're not using your time effectively, and that's why you can't get nothing done. All right. So when we're able to maximize our time wisely, what happens is we have more freedom to explore our hobbies. I'm pretty sure there's more things you want to do besides go to work, run a business. I'm sure there's more things that you want to do. Trust me. Listen, her sister lives her life. Okay. All right. I am not trying to be strapped to no job or any business. All right. So you have more freedom to explore your hobbies. Okay. And then also maximizing your time. What that does, believe it or not, it helps you show up confident in your career, in your business. All right. It helps you show up confident in your career and business, because when you're able to maximize your time wisely, you're able to make better decisions. Right. You make better decisions, and then you're able to delegate. My favorite D word, delegate. A lot of us don't know even how to do that. So when you're able to do this, what the benefits are, it helps you advance in your career and growth in your business. When you're delegating, when you're maximizing your time wisely, you're no longer going to operate on a deficit, right? You're no longer going to be stretched in all these different directions. What's the purpose of having a team if you're not even going to utilize it? Prioritizing frees up your time to do activities with your family and friends. All right. So it gives you a starting point, which gives you directions, and direction leads to immediate results. It helps you develop a system in order to things, which will keep you organized and you get immediate results, right? And then it helps you maximize your time wisely. So when you're able to maximize your time wisely, you're able to have more freedom to explore your hobbies and things that you enjoy doing, right? And it helps you show up confident because you can be able to make better decisions when you're able to see what time you have to do this and your things a little bit more as you organize. You can be able to make better sound decisions, not only in your business, but if you're a working woman in your career, and also in your personal life, right? Because you're not being stretched in all different directions. All right. And you know, I can't have no live without bringing you guys the word. You already know that, right? You already know how I roll. Psalm 90:12 tells us, teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. That's all about time management. When you're able to use your time wisely, you gain a heart of wisdom. You'll know what to attach yourself to, what to detach yourself to. Is that not wisdom? You know what opportunities to take, what opportunities not to take. Is that not wisdom? You'll know what's wasting your time. You'll know what's actually bringing out fruits. Is that not wisdom? We have all the time in the world to do things that makes no type of sense. It does not benefit us whatsoever, but we so focused on that. We are so focused on that. I'm not knocking Netflix and everything, but I always say this. Like I know on my timeline when a new show's on Netflix, because everybody and mama talking about it. I know when something is going on because it's on my timeline. Everybody and mama's talking about it. So y'all can binge on Netflix all day, every day, but you can't invest in things in your business. You can't invest in things that will further you in your career. You can't invest in things that's going to help you in your personal life. Makes absolutely no sense to me. You got time. Trust me. You got time. You just using it the wrong way. That's all. That's all it is. You're just using it the wrong way. All right. So these are the mistakes that people make with prioritization. Like I said in the beginning of the call, right? I said in the beginning of the live, the beginning of the live, that we have in our minds how prioritization is. We have what we think we're doing. We think we're doing it the right way, but how it's actually done is totally different, right? So I know you guys won't believe this, but having a to-do list is a mistake. Having a to-do list, I probably blew your minds with that because I'm pretty sure all of us do that, right? We have a to-do list. So there's nothing wrong with having a list. So I'm not saying don't make a list, right? But the way that you're doing how to do a to-do list is wrong. All right. When I typically see in my clients, even in the coaching business and the in private practice, they have this to-do list, right? And the to-do list has all this stuff on it, has everything on it, and they wonder why they're overwhelmed, right? You're focusing on everything. So focus is not actually the issue. The issue is you're focusing on the wrong thing. Right? There's a strategy to actually doing a to-do list. You can't put everything on your to-do list. You're going to wind up being overwhelmed. And then guess what you're going to say? You're going to say, forget it. I don't want to do this no more. All right. So that's number one mistake, is having a to-do list. Right. The second mistake people do when it comes to prioritization is not having a real system in place. You got paper and pen. That's it. Writing things all over the place. You got post-its here, post-its there, just everything all over the place. A notebook got scribble all over the place, just disorganized. So having a paper and pen is a start, but that's not a system. You winging it. You winging it, sis. That is not a system. All right. The third mistake that people tend to make when it comes to prioritization is unrealistic expectations. So there's a difference between unrealistic expectations versus high expectations. I really think unrealistic expectations really self-sabotage. It's an internal issue. We talked about that before. right? When you have unrealistic expectations, you're setting yourself up for failure. That's what it is. You're setting yourself up for failure. There's a difference. Like I said, there's a difference between unrealistic expectation and high expectations. I always preach about people having high expectations, because when you have high expectations, when you live in expectancy, the bar is higher, your standards are higher, your expectations are higher. You have something to work towards, versus being a bottom feeder, being on the bottom of the totem pole. You ain't gonna have no commitment, no nothing to do nothing. So high expectations are necessary, but unrealistic expectations is something totally different. When you have unrealistic expectations, you know daggone well this don't make sense. I know you guys probably heard of SMARTS goals. One of the things for ours is for relevancy, realistic. Our expectations, our goals must be realistic, right? And I know that someone about to come on and say something about, well, it only takes a mustard seed of faith to move mountains. That's absolutely correct. That's the word. That's true. We must always walk in faith and live in expectancy, but we also need to do the work, right? So unrealistic expectations. So expectations. So for example, I'm gonna use myself for example, because I always like to use myself as example, because I've been through all this stuff. This is why I'm an expert and can tell you these things. um, when I was in graduate school, right? We can even take it further back to nursing school. Originally, when I went to undergrad, when I was in nursing school, so I had these unrealistic expectations. Like I was like, yeah, I'm in nursing school. I'm gonna get all A's, blase, blase. That's what I told myself, because I'm just, I just like to aim higher, and it was ridiculous, honestly. And there was nothing wrong with living expectancy, want to get A's, but it got to a place where I started beating myself up when I didn't get A's. I didn't have that middle ground. Obviously I wasn't going to put myself in a place where I was going to fail school. But I was like, I'm going to get all A's in all my classes. That's what my mom was telling me. That's what I was telling myself. I'm going to get all A's, not truly understanding that nursing school was brutal. It's not like any other curriculum I did before. Right? So I basically was setting myself up for failure, because when I didn't meet those expectations, I started feeling bad about myself and started feeling that I wasn't good enough, and started questioning, was even the right path to go. I set up unrealistic expectations. I did. I didn't give myself that wiggle room there. Like, okay, Grace, if you don't make an A this semester, it's absolutely okay. You're not going to die. Right? So sometimes when we have these unrealistic expectations, we don't do when we do that, we're setting ourselves for failure. And there's some people who do this because they are afraid of success. As I said earlier, it's self-sabotage. Because there are people who are really afraid to be successful. So they set up these unrealistic expectations, knowing they're not going to meet it, knowing they're not going to be, they have no drive, no nothing. They know they're not going to meet that bar. They intentionally did that so they can fail. There are people who do that. I don't know if it's you. If it's you, hope this convicts you. Stop it. Stop it. All right. So you have high expectations, have high bars for yourself, have high standards for yourself, so you can have something to work towards. But it needs to be realistic. All right. It needs to be realistic. Also, I said, when you have that no system, no support, no delegation, but you expect results. That's unrealistic. That's unrealistic. You don't have a system in place. If you do have a support system, you're not leaning towards them, because you're not delegating, but you expect results. You're going to fail. You're not going to get results. Those things have to be in place in order for you to get the results that you're looking for. Point blank, period. There's no sugarcoating this. This is straight raw. You have to have a system. You have to have a strategy. You need support. Whether it's, I truly believe support is people, support could be technology, whatever it is, support, a coach like me, a mentor, a community. You need support. We all need support. We all need to be connected to somebody, because when you're connected to somebody, that helps you elevate. That will help you get further than you doing it by yourself. Point blank, period. We all need support. All right. The word says two. Two is better than one, for they will get good labor for their they will get a good return for their labor. Two is better than one, for they will get a good return for their labor. So it's important to have support in a community. You will have better, you will get faster results and be able to elevate even further than you even expected when you have support. Okay. Also, another mistake people make with prioritization is they put themselves in a guilt trip. You know, how many times as women we feel guilty because we prioritize ourselves, or we allow other people to project onto us and make us feel guilty because we prioritizing ourselves. That's a mistake, a big time mistake. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with you. Period. Don't allow people to play with you. Don't allow people to project their issues on you. That's their problem. They got nothing to do with you. Period. All right. And that actually leads to the next thing, poor boundary setting. Poor boundary setting. As people are coming in, I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Grace. I am the CEO of smilebiz LLC. It's a personal development company where I teach high-performing women how to live a balanced lifestyle so they can be able to gain a life of peace, prestige, purpose, and prosperity. I am a transformational coach, life strategist, a speaker, and a published author. And by profession, I am a psychiatric nurse practitioner where I treat and diagnose mental health illnesses. So I'm going to get to boundary setting. A lot of mistakes people make when it comes to prioritizing is poor boundary setting. Real story. When I first started working as an MP, right? I first started working as an MP in the beginning of my career. We were branching, expanding. And my supervisor came to me and he was trying to open a weekend clinic, right? And he was like, you down? I'm trying to open this weekend clinic. I told him no. I was like, thank you for the opportunity, but that's not for me right now. That's not the move I'm trying to make. And the reason why I said that is because I took that job specifically because there was no weekends, no on call, no holidays. I've been a nurse for over, this year will make 9 years, and I've been a psych MP for 2 years. All right. And I've always worked I've worked in a hospital setting. I worked weekends, I worked holidays, and honestly, I was tired of it because there was time being taken away from my family and things I wanted to do by working those specific hours. So no, that's not the move I wanted to do. And I didn't have a problem expressing that. So because your value system, we have to start looking at our value system. Although I would have been well compensated for doing that, to me, there's just some things that are more important than money. There's just some things that you can't buy, right? So for me, I valued my family time because the weekends is when I spend time with my son, is when I'm able to do things with my family or whatever I want to do, right? I value my personal time. I value my peace of mind, my mental state. I don't want to be working 5 days a week, then come back working the weekends. Why would I want to do that? No. So those are the things that I valued. So therefore, I set boundaries around those things I value. A lot of us have a hard time setting boundaries because we don't know what we value. We don't know what we value. You protect what you value. We protect what we value. So if you don't know what your value system and you don't know what you value, you're gonna have a hard time setting boundaries. You're gonna have a hard time setting boundaries, and this is why you're gonna overwhelmed and you resentful of other people. Why are you resentful to other people when you said yes? You should have said no. We have to normalize that no is the explanation. We out here explaining ourselves to people who don't even have the capacity to even understand that explanation. No is no, period. There's no comma, there's no and. We have to learn how to be assertive and communicate our needs. There's a difference between assertiveness and being aggressive. Obviously, you can communicate your needs without being rude and disrespectful. But we out here saying yes to things that we know darn well we can't do. We don't have the capacity to do it. We don't want to do it. But yet we signing up for it. And then we get mad at other people. Why you getting mad at other people for? You said yes. You're the one that didn't set that boundary. That's a problem. That's your problem. That's not the other person. So I've used myself as an example. I told my supervisor I couldn't do that because that's not what I signed up. That's not why I took this job. Because I value my family. My family, my home is my first ministry, point blank, period. Don't matter if it's in my career, my business, any ministries I'm in. No, my family comes first. And my weekends is my time to be able to do the things I want to do. Focus on my family, focus on my personal time, go to church. I'm very active in the ministries and church. So by me signing up for something just for a couple of coins or whatever, to me wasn't worth it. So I had to put my big girl panties on and be assertive and let him know that's not going to work for me. I can't do that. So we have to be able to get to the point of being confident, knowing what we value, protecting what we value, and being to tell people no. Prioritize yourself and what you value. All right. Real story this week. I actually was talking to a client about this. She was making mistakes in pretty much all these things. Okay. She was very organized, very meticulous. Organization was on point. Her organization was on point. So organization wasn't the problem, but she was focusing on the wrong things. She was all over the place. Focusing on the wrong things. And so even though her organization flow was great, but she was focusing on the wrong things. She had unrealistic expectations and she didn't know how to delegate. She didn't know how to communicate her needs because she had a great support system, but she didn't utilize them. And then that's why she started being more overwhelmed and anxious and truly wasn't getting anything done. She wasn't being productive at all. So her day came like, oh my God, what did I even do today? Like, what did I do? I got nothing done. And then she started feeling guilty about it and feeling bad for herself, feeling bad about herself because she didn't get anything done that she wanted to get done. So sometimes it's not even your organization. Your organization could be on point, but if you're missing other pieces, ma'am, no, ma'am, you're not going to get the results that you want. All right. So my question to you is, what is your lack of prioritization or the mistakes that you're making a prioritization? Because like I said, you have one thing in your mind that you think you're doing right. You think you're killing it, but you're really not. All right. So what is it costing you? All right. Write in the chat box. What is it costing you? What is it costing you? Is it costing you your time? You know, time is money. Ain't nobody want their time wasted. Is it costing your time? Is it costing you your relationships? Are you not showing up for your kids? Are you not showing up for your friends? Are you not showing up for your husband, significant other? Is it costing you a relationship with God? We can't forget that because that's the number one relationship we have, right? Is it costing your relationship with God? Is it costing your relationship with yourself? Is it costing relationship with yourself? Is it costing your freedom? Right? Are you a ball and chain to your job? Ball and chain to your business? Is it costing your freedom? Is it costing you to walk in your purpose? Believe it or not, when you're not able to prioritize you, it delays you walking in your purpose. As I said earlier, you're focusing on things are not even assigned to your life. Things are not even assigned to your life. You're busy working and you're neglecting the assignments that God has put in your life because you don't know what's of importance. Is it costing you money? Is it costing you money? Because if you're not able to prioritize, baby, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a hard time advancing in your career because that comes more responsibilities, right? You're going to have a hard time growing in your business when you're not able to prioritize. You're not able to, you don't have a system. You're not able to use your support system. You're not able to delegate. It's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you clients because you're busy doing things that ain't your job. As I told y'all before, I'm training a new MP at my job. It's like all this week is like God kept downloading delegation, prioritization, and knowing I'm going to do a live this Friday. And I had to like school her, like, ma'am, you're doing things that ain't your job. Yes, we are team members, and yes, we want to do our part. Absolutely. But you have coworkers for a reason. You have people who are designated to certain roles for a reason. As a provider, my job is to show up for my patients. If there's something I have to do, then so be it. But admin is not my job. There's just certain things that's just not my job. Because if I'm busy doing those things, it takes away from the quality service I can give to my clients. And next thing you know, they're not trying to book another, they're going to go to another provider. It affects your bottom line when you're not able to prioritize. It affects how you operate. It affects how you show up when you're not able to prioritize. Some things just ain't your problem. We got to learn. Listen, we're created as problem solvers, but there's some problems that are just not assigned to your life. You can't do everything. You can't fix everything. I'm giving you permission today, women, my sisters, women of God, take off the cape. You are not Superwoman. You can't do everything. And some things just ain't your problem to solve. That's just it. And when you're able to prioritize, you'll start seeing that. All right. You'll start seeing that it's important to be able to have a system. You need a system. Stop winging it. Stop doing things at the seat of what they say, the seat of your pants. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You need a system. You need to utilize your support team. All right, let them do their job. You need to delegate. All these things will help you be more organized, and you'll have more clarity, and you have a direction. These steps lead you to get the results that you're looking for. When you're missing these things, that's why you're not getting the results that you're looking for. So I actually have a testimonial. Miss Marlene, she always jumps on my things. Miss Marlene is a confidence coach. All right, y'all need confidence, y'all better check out Miss Marlene. She actually had participated. I had hosted the Woman Arise challenge last year, 5-day challenge. I had speakers come in. It was pretty dope. A lot of people gained a lot from that, just walking out what God's called them to do. So it was a very beautiful event that I had hosted. And she actually said, each day of the challenge came with such wisdom, knowledge, strategy, and very applicable steps to take not only for my spiritual life, but also for my work life to be to the next level. Because that's what we want, right? We want to be on the next level. There is a such thing as work-life balance. And the challenge taught me how to accomplish that. All right. I learned so many things, but one thing that really hit home was setting boundaries. Remember I said that? Setting boundaries is so important. We must learn to communicate what we need to make sure we're okay. We cannot neglect ourselves to fulfill everyone else's needs. See? Setting boundaries. That's part of prioritization, is setting boundaries. When you're able to communicate what you need, guess what? The people that attach to you are they're going to get the benefits of your overflow. They're going to get the benefits of it. Because when you're operating with the whole deck and not half the deck, not operating on just fumes, not operating on the deficit, you show up differently. You'll be able to show up at your job just ready, productive, moving up levels in your job. People are going to notice that. Promotions are going to come your way. I'm telling you, because they're going to see that you're efficient. They're going to see that you're detail oriented. They're going to see that you're about your business. People don't want to hang around. People don't want to be attached to people who ain't about their business, because that trickles down to you. That trickles down to that person. They don't want to be around people who ain't about their business. All right. It helps you in your business because you attract clients who know that you got them, that you're not going to play with them and they can't play with you. Right? It helps you show up in your personal life. You'll be more at ease. You'll be more calm. You'll be more relaxed. You'll be able to do things more. Your mood will be so much better when you're doing the things you enjoy doing. So prioritization is key. Setting boundaries is key. We got to learn how to say no with no explanation. No, that's it. Even if you got to explain yourself, you can explain yourself in a way that's not disrespectful. But don't allow people to guilt you into things that you know is not for you. Makes absolutely no sense. Because guess who's going to be losing sleep at night? Not them. You are. You ain't going to be sleeping. Then you wake up with an attitude and agitated because you ain't sleeping. And then your work performance is terrible. You snapping at people in your business. You're not giving quality service anymore. You see how this stuff flows? This stuff matters. It matters. So as I said in the beginning of this segment of this live, I am offering an exclusive workshop. It's called Live to Thrive Workshop. All right. And I talk about all this stuff. All right. And during this workshop, I'm going to teach my signature action-based framework that's going to help you thrive in your career, in your business, in your personal life with ease. All right. You're going to get access to my signature motivation booster assessment, which is going to help you assess where you are, All right, your level of motivation, where you want to go, your limitation is going to help you unlock strategies so you can be able to accomplish those goals that you want to accomplish immediately. If you don't know where you are, you're not going to know where you're going. A lot of people want to do this, that, and a third, but they don't even know where they are. So this is what this assessment is going to help you do, right? And then you're also going to get a curriculum, the Live to Thrive curriculum that includes the official signature course. But listen, we about to come do some work. This ain't going to be no workshop fluff. You get a couple of this. No, you're going to do some work. We're going to do some inner work because it's about transformation. Information without application leads to no transformation. All right. So you're going to get that. Then we're going to also have, you are going to create a custom tailored action plan that you can use immediately. So it's going to be tailored to your needs, because I'm pretty sure your lifestyle is totally different from the next woman's lifestyle. So we can't have the same strategy or same plan. All right. Then it also includes 3 additional bonuses. But you only get those bonuses. You only get the opportunity to get those bonuses if you register. All right. So I said before that this workshop is over 4K. It's valued over 4K. All right, because not only are you getting my signature motivation booster assessment, you're getting the framework, action-based framework I'm about to give you. You're going to have live support. All right. We're going to have breakout sessions. You got these bonuses. So it's valued over 4K, but I'm only giving it to you. I'm actually giving it to you for only $397. That small investment. You get all of this. All right. And the transformation at the end is worth it. It's worth it. Because you're gonna be in a position, you're gonna position yourself where you're going to be advancing in your career, position yourself where your business is not going to longer suffer. And you're going to be able to live your life with ease. All right. So the point of the matter is, you keep winging and keep doing it this way, you're not going to get the results. You're not going to get the results that you're looking for. All right. So jump on this now. Because as I said before, if I choose to bring this back, trust and believe the price is going to go up. The price is going to go up. So jump on this today. All right. Anyone have any questions for me? If there's anything, sometimes I teach fast. So if anyone has any questions for me, post it in the chat and I can answer for you. Or if you have any, if you don't want to post in the chat, you can always DM me. You can DM me, or you can even email me at hello@smilebizllc.com as well. And I would do my best to try to answer for you. Any questions? Any questions? Going once, going twice. Any questions? Any questions? All right. Well, thank you guys for joining Thrive Time. So we're going to be back. I'm going to be back next week, same place, same time. And we're going to have another topic that we're going to talk about. So go ahead and join next week. I'm so excited for everything that's going on. I'm excited for what's going on, not only in my life, but I'm excited what you guys are going on in your lives, so always stay connected to me. You can join my email group as well, my email community. You can subscribe to our email community at womanarise.co/smilebizmember as well. Also, I have Woman Rise Tribe is a Facebook group where we're just promoting sisterhood, right? We're promoting sisterhood. You never know who's going to drop in there, because sometimes I may pop up and do a special training there. You just never know. But if you join the group, you will know, right? Also, every Wednesday we do intercessory prayer between myself and my friend Tiffany. We do pray over the women every Wednesday. So go ahead and join. If you're looking for a community, this is the place to be. Okay. So I will catch you guys next Friday. All right. So we will talk soon. So catch y'all later. Bye.